Hello, I'm Colby Torres, and I've created a brief presentation that should help you and your students navigate the web safely to support student research, as well as help your students evaluate websites for their reliability when conducting research. I currently teach fourth grade. Our world is becoming ever more reliant on technology. It is vital that we find ways to use technology to supplement and enhance student learning in authentic ways, as well as plan innovative lessons that seek out cross-curricular opportunities using tech. Here is a sampling of the Oklahoma fourth grade English Language Arts standards that refer to research and technology. Among these standards is determining the relevance and reliability of information gathered during the course of research. Recently, in conjunction with my Excel student teacher, I had students write brief biography reports about influential historical figures. Among them were Harriet Tubman, George Washington, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Susan B. Anthony, and others. What started out as a basic research project soon turned into a complex problem. My fourth graders were not adequately literate when it came to the internet. During the course of their searches, they had great difficulty determining fact from fiction and determining which sites were reliable sources of information. This served as the genesis of my inquiry. While engaging in inquiry, I was referred to work by Jody Pilgrim and Elda Martinez. I also found some of their work referenced in various websites that I used to conduct my search. Ironically, or perhaps not so ironically, Jody and Elda have created a valuable acronym for assisting students in media literacy and research projects using the internet. The acronym is SEARCH. S. Select keywords. E. Evaluation. A. Add quotations or Boolean terms. R. Refine results. C. Check the URL. H. Hunt for important information. I'll go into detail on each letter in the subsequent slides. I've also inserted a link to an article by Jody and Elda that will further explain in deeper detail. Additionally, I have included screenshots of the two most heavily trafficked search engines on the web, Google and Bing. S. Select keywords. It's important to remind students to be specific about what they are searching for. A preliminary search of Martin Luther King Jr. is very broad and yields over 181 million results. If a student is specifically searching for information about Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, then they should add that to their search to get a more narrowed down and specific result. E. Evaluate. This is a twofold action. The first is inspecting the kinds of website suggestions that come up in a search. It's important to teach students how to steer clear of paid websites and find those sites that are trustworthy. This search result refers to the 2016 film with the title The President. This result refers to an apartment community in New York. While both these results come up when searching the term "the President," neither offer pertinent information regarding the President of the United States. Additionally, they are likely to be paid ads, those the website's publishers pay to be displayed as top results. The second part of Evaluate is to have students evaluate content on a site for accuracy. It's important to teach students how to find the author or publisher of the site and check the About Us section of the website. Also, teaching students how to truncate a website to find the homepage is important in the evaluation phase. The domain .gov is very reliable as it applies to government agencies and departments of the United States. Truncating this website takes us to the official White House homepage. This is a trusted and reliable source. A. Add quotation marks. Using quotation marks will help students ensure that terms are searched in the order they were entered. Using quotes pulls up the Pittsburgh Penguins NHL team instead of the animal. Be specific in your search. Here you will see that Emperor Penguins has been added to the search in quotes to ensure we aren't pulling up the NHL team. Boolean terms. What are Boolean terms? Boolean terms refer to a Boolean search. The term originates from the English mathematician George Boole, whose mathematical ideas served in part as the foundations of modern computing. Using these terms in a search will help ensure more specified results. They can be used to include or exclude specific terms. Using the plus symbol will ensure that king is added to the search for king penguin. Use of the minus symbol in the search bar will exclude results having to do with the NHL team, the Pittsburgh Penguins. R. Refine results. Depending on the age level that you teach, you may choose to teach students how to use the Google Toolbar features. With the toolbar, students can conduct advanced searches, specify languages or file types. They can also retrieve the most current information possible using the toolbar. Here, looking at the Google toolbar, we can see that there are options such as search settings, languages, turning on safe search, hiding private results, advanced search, and search activity. Over here, we can manipulate the search to ensure the most recent information to any time, the past hour, past 24 hours, past week, past month, past year, or even put in a custom range. Check the URL. Check the URL. In this step, it is important to have students further check out the URL for clues about the website's reliability. A .NET domain can be purchased by virtually anyone. We also have some information here that's questionable. Here, under the highlighted portions, we have America's 43rd President, George W. Bush, and First Lady, Laura Bush, welcome you to the White House. Now, George W. Bush was a president of the United States. That's true, but this information is not current. Additionally, at the bottom, we have a headline that reads, White House to rent billboard space on lawn. An ExxonMobil company to fund White House energy plan. Lincoln Bedroom will be renamed ExxonMobil Bedroom after the oil company ExxonMobil. These sets of information are not true. The website is not reliable. H. Hunt for important information. Here's where students combine their web literacy skills and reading skills to determine what information is the most important and most pertinent to their research project. When having students hunt for information, it's important they employ their critical reading skills. They will want to examine common text features that are found in non-digital media and apply them here as well. The highlighted URL shows that this site is reliable. The information provided dates back to 2017. The information is relatively current. These highlighted portions show important information about Dr. King that may be included in a research project about his life. Now it's time for you to test out your media literacy and ability to search websites for accuracy and reliability. The provided link takes you to the website that I've taken a screenshot of. This provided list gives internet hoax sites that will allow you and your students to sharpen your sense of web literacy, test out the acronym SEARCH, and hold these sites accountable for accuracy and reliability. It will be important to view them beforehand, as some of these hoax sites refer to mature topics and themes. Theoretical Perspectives in SAMR. This graphic depicts SAMR, which describes how technology can support learning. The use of the acronym SEARCH has the potential to fall within all levels of SAMR, but to truly be considered a redefinition, not only would students have to know how to determine the reliability of sites for research, but they would then need to use technology to support their final product, perhaps a Google slide presentation, video presentation using Adobe Spark, or a combination using Zoom or Screencast-O-Matic. Furthermore, the acronym SEARCH supports all kinds of projects that would fit in nicely with a constructivist theoretical perspective. Once students can determine the reliability of sources and internet searches, students can use the internet to support all kinds of inquiry-based learning projects. Additionally, once students can harness the true research potential of the web, their concept of the web and its use will grow. They will see it as a tool, not just as entertainment, thus aligning with schema theory. Other resources. Here I've provided a link to an ILA article co-authored by Jody Pilgrim, Christy Bledsoe, Elda Martinez, and our very own Sherry Vicenda. The article provides an insightful look at how students use critical thinking skills to make the determination about whether a site is reliable or not, and their justification for doing so. I've also included this link to an article that, while dealing with college undergraduates, pushes back on the idea of using a checklist to determine website reliability. Instead, it promotes a contextual approach using 3 tenets. 1. Promoting and explaining reviewed resources. 2. Comparison. And 3. Corroboration. Once I have taught my students the acronym SEARCH, and they master it, it will open a world of endless research opportunities for my students. I can't wait to get started.